Harrison, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Harrison, good. EdgeTech. I see the logo right behind you, so it saved me there you go. Awesome. I don't have that. Look what I have. I have
Yeah,
that.
I need to ask what's going on with that.
Okay, we're going to get there. First, let me set this up. So here's why I asked you to do this. By the way, here's the interesting part, Harrison. Normally people ask me, they say, hey, Frank, you have a big network. Let's talk about something. And I'll do it within reason if I think people on my network will appreciate it. In this case, I pursued you, gave you 2 hours notice and said, hey, I heard about the report. The report is coming out. Can you jump on and talk about it? Isn't that the truth? Isn't that what I did?
That is, yeah. And I've moved everything
Um,
to be available for you. So
awesome. Cool. So here's the scoop. What I want to do is I just want to put like a name and a face and a little bit of a personal touch. So you can tell us about that, about the report. Just quickly to answer your question, which way do I go? That way. So I'm doing a lot in the metaverse now, and it's all about experience, and I'm all about experience. So this is, look at that album cover. Isn't that cool? That's
that
like
is good.
Jimi
It's a bit psychedelic.
Yes. You're going to have an experience, Harrison. You might as well have a psychedelic one with Jimi Hendrix. That's the ultimate. So in any event, I'll promise not to keep you too long. But my first question is, I know this is an annual report you do. It's the research that EdgeTech does. I know it's a big deal. Every year, thousands of people see it and download it. What topics are you covering this year?
So there's a few, like you say, each year we do this report, and we initially started it as a report around salaries for people in the space. When it first started off, it was very much centered around RPA. Now, over the years, it's evolved into intelligent automation. It's bringing in AI and other new technologies as well. So we kind of touch on a few of those things. So one of the things is around the adoption of tech in businesses today. What's being adopted, what we're seeing, what tech is hot, what tech is perhaps slowing down, what tech companies should be focusing on, or people should be focusing on career-wise as well. And then we look at labor trends that we'll see this year in 2023. We look at, what we're predicting, what other experts and contributors are predicting as well for this year. We look at what businesses can do this year as well with the tech and what they're already doing, and what they can accelerate doing or what they can stop doing. And then we look at other things like generative AI. We look into Web3, which is a massive talking point. I mean, you mentioned it as well. So touching on those things, but also still touching on what we started off with around RPA, so intelligent automation, conversational AI, those sorts of things as well.
So a fairly wide range, right? If you go all the way back from like the RPA all the way out to generative AI, right? Which is like, you can't click on something and not see generative AI. No shortage of interest. No shortage of interest in the topic, and no shortage of news. It seems like every week there's something new to say there. So is it fair to say, I was going to ask you what's new this year? Is generative AI kind of the new kid on the block?
That's a new entrant and something that a lot of people will be familiar with. I mean, Chat GPT is a massive talking point at the moment for a lot of people. So we look into that, how that's affecting the businesses, how it's affecting people's careers, how it's going to affect people moving forward, what that looks like for jobs and opportunities, and how companies can kind of utilize that. There's a funny story, actually. I had someone reply to me off of a message that I sent about a job opportunity. And he said, "Oh, you must be loving Chat GPT to write all of your outreach messages for you." And I didn't know whether to be offended or flattered. But I didn't actually use Chat GPT for that. So he must have thought it was so good that that was using it, but it was actually all me. So yeah.
But we're at that point, right? It's fair to say we're at that point where it's going to be tougher and tougher to distinguish what is created by a human versus what's created by an AI. I'm not sure if it matters to me if I'm receiving it, if it's appropriate. Great. And then quick plug for you guys, go-to guys globally for recruitment and placement in the RPA and intelligent automation AI space. So always a pleasure working with you guys. And listen, on that salary thing, I want to take a look-see because I personally want to make sure I'm getting paid enough, Harrison. If not, I will call you privately for a different reason. Okay, you can help me get a new high-paying job, because I know you do that for I think somebody once or twice a day. But in all seriousness, always a pleasure to see you guys. I always make sure you're on my list when I visit London. But I know your reach is global. I look forward to seeing the report. For those that want to get a hold of it, how do they do that? Should I just drop a link maybe when I post this?
Yeah, there'll be a link. There'll be a sign up link for the report, and it gets released on February the 2nd. So once they've signed up, if they sign up, they'll get an email as soon as it's released to get access to the report, completely free. Don't have to pay for it at all. So that's another thing worth noting, because I know some people think that you might have to pay for these types of things, but we're offering that up completely free through our own research and all the data that we've got gathered.
So it is free, and it is good though, right? This isn't a brochure, right? So I've seen it, and a lot of people talk about it and share it. So your point is to sign up now, not wait. Sign up now and you get in the queue. Is that it?
Yeah, sign up now. You get it as soon as it's released. You'll get access to it. You'll be able to see it. I know a lot of companies have used it in the past for internal benchmarking, whether it's about, new roles that they're looking at, or perhaps with existing teams, if they're, they want to make sure that they're paying their people what they should be paid, or maybe they're paying them more and they should be paying them less. So it's a good benchmarking tool for a lot of companies, and also people who are out there looking for that next step in their career. Are you being paid what you should be being paid, or are you a bit underpaid at the moment? So it's a good tool for everyone in the space.
Great. Well, I'll be looking forward to it. I know many others will. Harrison, thanks for jumping on at short notice. And I look forward to getting word out, my friend. I'll see you on my next trip across the pond. You take care.
Yeah, let me know.
My pleasure. Thanks again.
Bye.